Today in Madden 23, I am taking the best player on every team and trading them to their rival NFL team and simulating a season to see what happens. And we start this video off with Aaron Rodgers, now a member of the Bears. Important to note for this video, we have the Madden 23 roster, so even though Aaron Rodgers was traded to the Jets, on this roster he's still a member of the Green Bay Packers, so he heads to the Bears. Now we're quickly going to go team by team here. We have Myles Garrett going to the Cincinnati Bengals from the Browns. The Bills get TYREEK Hill from the Dolphins. Broncos get Derwin James from the Chargers. Browns, they got Joe Burrow from the Bengals. The Buccaneers from the Carolina Panthers got Brian Burns. The Cardinals got DK Metcalf from the Seattle Seahawks. We have the Chargers getting Justin Simmons from the Broncos. The Chiefs got Devontae Adams from the Raiders. The Colts are going to get King Henry. We have the Washington Commanders. They're rivals with the Dallas Cowboys, so they got Micah Parsons. And speaking of the Cowboys, they got Terry McLaurin from the Commanders. Stephon Diggs heads over to the Miami Dolphins. The Eagles got Dexter Lawrence from the Giants. The Falcons got Marshawn Lattimore from the Saints. The 49ers got Aaron Donald from the Rams. We have the Giants getting A.J. Brown from the Philadelphia Eagles. The Jacksonville Jaguars got Dameon Pierce from the Houston Texans. The Jets got Matthew Judon from the Patriots. The Lions got Justin Jefferson, so huge addition for them. We have the Packers getting Justin Fields from the Bears. The Panthers got 90 overall Tom Brady in his final season. The Patriots got Quinnen Williams from the Jets. The Raiders, though, with the biggest score here, they got Mahomes from the Chiefs over to the Raiders. The Rams did get Nick Bosa, so a huge addition there. The Ravens got TJ Watt from the Steelers. The Saints got Kyle Pitts from the Atlanta Falcons. The Seattle Seahawks got DeAndre Hopkins from the Cardinals. The Steelers got Lamar Jackson from the Ravens, so huge additions here towards the end of the NFL. The Texans got Trevor Lawrence. He should be higher than an 82. The Titans got Jonathan Taylor for Derrick Henry, and the Vikings ended off by getting Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the player I want to jump in with here to start off week one, and we will jump into at least one other player on a rival team, probably Mahomes with the Raiders, is Aaron Rodgers. I know he's a member of the Jets, but like I said earlier, still with the Packers here in this roster, so he's traded over to the Chicago Bears, who he says he owns, but now can he carry them? Can Rodgers carry the Bears to a playoff berth? I don't know, though. At this point, Aaron Rodgers can do it, and we also have Aaron Donald on the other side of the ball. Aaron Donald was looking to get loose at Aaron Rodgers right there, but it's a 3-and-out for Rodgers to start the season. Well, Aaron Rodgers didn't have much success on his new team. Let's see if Mahomes has success on the Raiders here, and Mahomes' first pass is going to be caught for a first down. And it looks like that pass was actually caught by Odell Beckham Jr., who I guess the Raiders signed in free agency in Madden 23. He's obviously now with the Baltimore Ravens going into next season, but Madden does not know that, so he's here with the Raiders. So the Raiders are an early Super Bowl favor. They still have Darren Waller with this roster, Josh Jacobs, and now OBJ. But Mahomes and the Raiders actually are going to have to punt here. Josh Jacobs on a 3rd and inches loses 3 yards. They do punt, and that's the end of their first drive. And because both of those drives were so bad, we're jumping in with Tom Brady here with the Carolina Panthers. Brady's final year with another team. Will he get another ring? So who is going to win the AFC North with Lamar now on the Steelers, Burrow now with the Cleveland Browns? This Browns team is a really good roster. They don't have Myles Garrett anymore, but they get themselves that elite top 3 quarterback in the league, in my opinion, in Burrow. But right now, focus on Tom Brady. 3rd and 3 from the 15, and it doesn't matter what team this guy is on, he's going to win games. Brady has no incompletions on this drive. He hands the ball off. And is that a touchdown? No, for Blackshear down at the 1-yard line. But now what will happen? Dante Foreman in the backfield still has DJ Moore because it is the Madden 23 rosters. Let's see where Brady's going to look to go. He's going to take a sack. No, to the end zone. And he's picked. Bad decision by the GOAT. So I've simulated to the end of this season, and Jacoby Brissett was cut from the Browns with the signing of Joe Burrow because they still had Watson as well. And Brissett goes to Cincinnati and puts up the most passing yards in the entire league, 5,354 with 46 touchdowns, 10 picks. Dak in second had a great season as well. Russell Wilson had a bounce-back season. Let's ride Broncos country. Mahomes wasn't as good as you thought he would be. He was still very good. And then we have Josh Allen in fifth. Leading the league in rushing, though, putting Jonathan Taylor into that King Henry scheme, and it still works out. He leads the league in rushing yards, almost 2,000, 13 touchdowns, but Josh Jacobs had 28 touchdowns. Mixon had 20, Saquon had 18, and Eckler had 13. Cooper Kupp always leads the league in receiving yards at the end of these Madden Sims, 1,900, but TYREEK in Buffalo gets 1,623 with Josh Allen and 10 touchdowns. Anybody else that changed teams that is pretty much up here? Amon-Ra St. Brown. But other than that, you see names like Michael Thomas. Guess he played fully healthy this year. Very surprising there. George Pickens, Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase did have Jacoby Brissett, though. And the top sack leaders in the league, Bosa now with the Rams with 18. Garrett with the Bengals with 17. TJ Watt with the Ravens with 17. And checking out the playoff race here, we have the Chiefs getting the #1 seed in the AFC without Mahomes going 14-3. Patriots also go 14-3. Bengals go 14-3. Ravens get in. Steelers get in. Chargers get in. Titans get in. The Raiders missed out with Mahomes. In the NFC, gave Dak a new weapon and Terry McLaurin to partner with CeeDee Lamb. They get the #1 seed in the NFC. Panthers with Brady, like I said, the man just wins games. 11-6. Cardinals get DK Metcalf. They go 10-7. 49ers with Donald get in. Packers get in with Justin Fields, Eagles get in, and the Giants get in. And this is what the playoff bracket looks like. Round 1 matchup I want to jump into here is Steelers at Bengals. So Lamar Jackson with the Steelers have made the playoffs, and they come into Cincinnati with Myles Garrett on the D-line, and they didn't even get pressured, but Lamar Jackson is going to start the game with a pick 6. The Bengals are elite. Not a great look for Lamar Jackson, but let's give him another chance here. 2nd and 10 from the 44, and this Bengals defense with the addition of Myles Garrett, I wonder how good they were in defensive yards allowed, because right now, a pick 6 on Lamar, tackles for loss, 3rd and 11. It is not going good for the black and gold Pittsburgh Steelers right now. But 3rd and 11, Lamar's got to make a play. Dumps it over the middle to Najee, and Najee not even close, but they might get 3. Now let's see now what happens. It's 7-3 Bengals and Jacoby Brissett. If Jacoby Brissett wins the Super Bowl this year, that would be insane. But Lamar bounces back and puts up 24 after being down, I think, 17. Now we have a tie game going into the 4th quarter. Who makes the next move? Jacoby goes 38-27, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are eliminated by the Jacoby Brissett-led Bengals. And going into the divisional round, we have the 1-seeded Chiefs taking on the Chargers, Bengals versus Ravens, Cowboys versus Eagles, and the Panthers versus the Niners. Let's check out Dak and this #1 seed Cowboys offense. Dallas has gotten great field position on their first drive, turning over the Eagles. So the ball is handed off to Zeke, and Zeke, who's no longer a Cowboy in the real NFL either, gets down to the 14. Well, we see a target for Terry. Terry's one-on-one top of the screen. Will Dak go his way? No, he's picked. Some things never change. Dak throwing interceptions. You have Quinnen Williams that was added to this Eagles defense to make it even better from the New York Giants, and the Eagles might come into Dallas here and upset the Cowboys, but it is 14-10 Dallas. Dak did answer after those picks, 17-13, but Jalen takes the lead. It's 23-17, 24-23 Cowboys. They get the insurance score. Eagles don't have enough time, and the Cowboys are going back to the championship game for the first time in a long time. So we have the Bengals and Myles Garrett, the Chargers and Justin Simmons, the Cowboys and Terry McLaurin, and the 49ers and Aaron Donald. We'll go ahead and we'll watch the Cowboys offense again, this time against Aaron Donald. With these players changing teams, it looks like it's the defensive players that change teams that have made plays for their new squads to make plays in the playoffs. 3 out of the 4 teams remaining made additions on defense from their rivals, and the only one on offense was Terry McLaurin for these Cowboys. Zeke gonna get the ball, and he'll pick up a first down. And the Cowboys are forced to punt here on a 4th and 1 unless we get a fake. Early on in this game, they will wind up punting. And let's see if Aaron Donald's defense can hold off this Cowboys offense with Terry, with CeeDee Lamb, with Dak, with Zeke. Looks like it's doing that right now. Defense might win championships because it's 24-7 49ers, but Dallas is coming back. It is 31-24. Dallas doesn't have enough time, and the Niners, with Donald added to the team, are going to the Super Bowl. And in the Super Bowl, it's Myles Garrett and the Bengals versus Aaron Donald and the 49ers. Jacoby Brissett's got to be the MVP, right? What a season by Jacoby. Gets dropped by the Browns because of the addition of Joe Burrow, and then he shows up for Joe Burrow's old team until right there, it's Aaron Donald that shows up. Did he force the fumble? I believe he did. I took my eye off the ball for 1 second, and that one's picked up at the 3-yard line. And it was, in fact, Aaron Donald that made the play. A strip sack on Jacoby Brissett that sets up the 49ers beautifully. Now I see Myles Garrett, but it doesn't matter because George Kittle scored a touchdown. Defense almost made a huge stand there for the Bengals, but the Bengals answer with 2 touchdowns of their own. Jacoby Brissett is having the year of his life. 28 points have been put on Aaron Donald's defense, but it's 28-24, 35-24. Jacoby Brissett You are going to go down as a Cincinnati Bengals legend. If you can hold on, we actually might have overtime. The 49ers have come back. The Bengals have the ball first in overtime. They score a touchdown so quick. The 49ers did not answer. Jacoby Brissett is a legend for Cincinnati fans forever. One season with the Bengals, he was a bigger addition, it looks like, than Myles Garrett from a rival team. He came over from the Browns. He made a play. That is unreal. Jacoby Brissett, celebrate with your teammates. You are going to hoist the Lombardi Trophy. I wish I could select who's going to hoist it. I would love to see like a joint hoisting of Jacoby Brissett and Myles Garrett right now. They both deserve it. Both coming from the Cleveland Browns, basically the Bengals' rival, and then winning a Super Bowl with their rival. Jacoby Brissett, he's got to be MVP too. Probably Super Bowl MVP. A year that Jacoby will never forget. Jacoby Brissett did win MVP and also won Super Bowl MVP. We have Josh Jacobs still with the Raiders, Offensive Player of the Year, but Defensive Player of the Year came from Nick Bosa, who was a member of the Rams. That's going to do it for the video, everyone. If you enjoyed, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. In the comments down below, make sure to check out my other channels and also make sure to follow me over on my social media. But I'll talk to you all in the next video. Peace.